Now watch this. I'm simply trying to show you that the Bible is emphatically clear that when the Lord comes, at the day of the Lord, this world will not be expecting it. Although they're going to have the sun be blackened and the moon turn to blood and all these signs, the world is not going to be expecting the Lord to come back. And when they don't expect it, that's when He's going to come back as a thief in the night. Once you understand this is talking about Second Advent and the return of the Lord Jesus Christ, this will help clarify a whole bunch of passages that a whole bunch of people have wrong. By the way, let me just say this as we get ready to read in Matthew chapter 24. You will not find the church anywhere in Matthew chapter 24. What is the context of Matthew chapter 24? Look at verse 3. And he sat on the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the, see it, sign of thy coming, and the end of the world? That's the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ at the second advent and the end of this world and its world system when the Lord Jesus Christ comes back. That is the context of Matthew chapter 24. Has nothing to do with the church, has nothing to do with the rapture. There's a different gospel being preached. It says you have to endure to the end. I don't know, Christian, do you have to endure to the end? I don't have to endure to the end. I've been saved, I've been sealed, and I'm looking for the second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm looking for that rapture, that blessed hope. But those in Matthew chapter 24, they have to endure unto the end. The gospel of the kingdom is being preached. When we go out there in the street corners, we don't preach the gospel of the kingdom. You know what we preach? We preach the gospel of the grace of God. It's a different gospel being preached. Now with all that in mind, understanding, he's talking about the end and his coming. Go down to verse 32. Matthew chapter 24. Remember what we're talking about. This all concludes why Paul said, I have no need to write into you what? The times and the seasons. And in the verse 2, the Lord's going to come back as a thief in the night. You know what you're going to see here? All three of those things. The times, the seasons, and the Lord coming back as a thief. Because that's how this book is written. And it has nothing to do with the church. Look, if you would, in verse 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, you know the what? Summer is nigh. You know what that is? It's a season when a tree brings forth fruit. That's times. Keep reading verse 33. So likewise, ye, when you shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the door. Verily, doors, verily I say to you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Watch it now, verse 36. But of that day and hour, what is that? That's times, day and hour. You see that? Knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. You know what that means? He's going to come as a thief in the night. See, you have the signs, and you have the times, and you have him coming as a thief, and nobody knows when he's going to come. You know what this is not talking about? The rapture of the church. This is talking about the second advent. Keep reading. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Listen to me. Were they expecting the floodwaters to come when they came? No, they were eating, drinking, and being merry, which we're about to read, and the floodwaters came. You know what that is? That's how the second advent's going to come back. They're going to think everything's fine. They're going to continue on with their wicked lives, but the Lord's going to come back like a flood, as a thief in the night, when they're not expecting it. Keep reading. For as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Here it is very clearly. Verse 39, and knew not, you see that? Until the flood came and took them all away. By the way, this taking away has nothing to do with the rapture of the church. Who's taken away in the days of Noah? It's the wicked that are taken away. It's the purge before the kingdom. It's the chaff being gathered up. It's the angel putting his sickle on the earth and gathering out all that offends. That's what's going on. When will this occur? When the Lord comes as a thief in the night. Watch it. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Now you keep reading here, and he likens them. Then shall be two in the field. The one shall be taken, and the other left. Two shall be grinding at the mill. One shall be taken, the other left. Watch, therefore, for you know not the hour your Lord doth come. You see that again? Why? Because he's going to come, the hour, times, and you don't know, as a thief in the night. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch, here it is, the thief, you see that, would come, he would have watched and would have not suffered his house to be broken up. You know who that thief is there? It's the Lord Jesus Christ, because he comes as a thief in the night. Therefore, be also ready, for in such an hour as you think not, the Son of Man cometh. You see that? Now Matthew chapter 24 makes sense. Matthew chapter 24 is connected with the times and the seasons when God's going to give the Jewish nation signs in heaven. The sun will be darkened, the moon will be turned into blood. It's going to be a time of refreshing and a time of restitution. But this world's not going to know. And the Lord's going to come back and judge them, just like in the days of Noah. And he will come as a thief in the night. That's all second advent and has nothing to do with the rapture of the church or our blessed hope. And that's what Paul is writing about.